Well, like I've said before,
Okay.
I don't like to be prone to hyperbole.
Oh, here we go.
But this was not a great Chiefs game. It was not a great overall performance. I think the Raiders are actually a good team, better than their record suggests. But the Chiefs showed a lot of errors, and they had a lot of errors in this game and showed a few weaknesses.
Okay.
Luckily, they have the single greatest comeback quarterback ever. And that is starting to, it's stopping being an opinion, and it's starting to just be an objective fact. Okay. So a few numbers for you.
Let's hear 'em.
This year in the NFL, down 10 in the second half. Everyone else in the league is 10-50. The Chiefs are 2-0. 10-point comebacks. How is that? Is that an aberration for the Chiefs this year? I don't know. Let's show Mahomes compared to the other greatest comeback quarterbacks ever. Nobody does it 40% of the time, except for Mahomes, who does it nearly 60% of the time.
That's a good
For
stat.
the record, Patrick Mahomes now has a better winning percentage in games he trails by double digits than Joe Burrow or Justin Herbert have in games they play. What about down 17-0? It's happened to Mahomes 3 times in his career. He's won 2 of them. The rest of the league, in its history, wins 6%.
2 ties.
So, 2 ties. 6% of the games. And we are now in this very awkward spot when you play the Kansas City Chiefs. Because I heard the coach of the Raiders, Josh McDaniels, say during the quarter interview, one of the interviews, it was important that we get out to a lead. Was it? When you play the Chiefs, do you want to be trailing? Of course not. But do you want to be leading? I don't know that you want to be leading either.
I mean, good argument.
I'm just curious. What needs to happen for you to feel comfortable when you're playing the Chiefs? Losing to them is bad, and leading them somehow is worse. So, are the Chiefs a perfect team? They are not. Do they have a massive game coming up this weekend? Oh, absolutely they do. But do they have the best come-from-behind quarterback we have ever seen?
Very good.
Sure seems like
that's
it,
good
Brew.
opening salvo.
Yeah. I agree with pretty much everything you said. That's why I am with you that Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. Now, before we'll call him the greatest comeback quarterback, even with all those stats, we know what he has to do. Keep winning, right? Super Bowls.
Sure.
Right. But my biggest takeaway, Wildes, he better be that good.
Yeah.
Because that pass defense is atrocious, especially when it comes to big plays. Devontae Adams, anyone? Yeah. Well, this I wasn't even ready to go here yet, but look, they're the second worst defense in the league when it comes to bombs. Deep passes.
And that, by the way, Brew, can I add something to your point there? That doesn't even incorporate pass interference penalties.
Right.
Because that doesn't incorporate into passer rating, and they've gotten 4 of those terrible this year. So go ahead.
No, we said Devontae Adams. If I can see the first touchdown, the 58-yarder, I don't know how you get this wide open. What is Rashad Fenton doing? How do you get that wide open? And then Fenton, of course, to your point, had a pass interference later. Here's the 48-yard. Defense wasn't terrible, but great pass, great catch.
Should have thrown to him more.
You think?
They've given up 12 passing touchdowns.
Yeah.
And have 1 interception. That's the worst TD to interception ratio in the league.
Yep.
Kyler Murray, Tom Brady, Derek Carr, they all had their highest passer rating of the season against the Chiefs. So Mahomes better be that good until this defensive back. Well,
They did.
See, I was going to be nice.
No, I'm just saying,
but
Brew, we're on the same
this weekend,
Brew,
we're there.
I'm just saying, they got a few days to fix it. Because they're only facing the best deep ball passer in the league.
Listen, we can focus on the defensive issues and potential weaknesses for the Chiefs as the week evolves, because they are playing a game against the big bag, 2-time defending Super Bowl champion Buffalo Bills. It's amazing the Bills won the last 2 Super Bowls, even though I remember them losing playoff games in Arrowhead the last 2 years. But I know they're the 2-time defending champs that deserve a lot of credit. But before I move on to the Chiefs' weakness, I would just like to make this point.
Okay.
I was told all offseason
about the issues
the offense could run into by losing Tyreek Hill. And Kevin Wildes, in his charming, handsome, but also quite smug self, the wink worked once. You don't need to do it again, my friend.
Oh, I go back to that.
It always works.
I'll go back to that well.
You know what Kevin
You never know what I'm up to.
You know what Kevin Wildes loved to do?
What?
Back when we were doing the show in the mornings and via Zoom. I'd go on a whole thing about how I'm not worried about the Chiefs' offense. Then Kevin Wildes would be like, I don't know. I think Tyreek Hill's pretty good. Seems like you'd want a good player. I don't know. And now what I do know is this. We're 5 weeks into the year, about a third of the year done. What is the number one scoring offense in football? What team has scored the most points of any team in the league? It's the Kansas City Chiefs.
I thought it was going to be the Chiefs.
Yeah, 32 points per game. So it seems like while Rodgers seems to miss Davante Adams and the Raiders seem to at times not know they have Davante Adams, and Tyreek Hill is looking like the offensive player of the year in Miami. He's a great player independent.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are scoring the most points they have scored since Mahomes' first year as a starter.
You deserve all the flowers and time that we're going to give you to put your chest out and do your Kevin Wildes impressions. We get it.
But, Brew, you and I need to reveal something to America if they have forgotten. This is spoken as a man burned by the fact that one of the two teams on the field last night he picked to win the AFC, and it was not the Kansas City Chiefs. That is spoken as from a man who picked the Raiders to go to the Super Bowl, which brings me to my last point.
Yeah, go. Oh, I got a new thing. I want to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's official. Nick, coming up, are you ready for this? It's a little preview of the Sunday game at 4 o'clock. The Chiefs are currently 3-point underdogs against Buffalo, home underdogs. Yeah. The question I wrote is, are you insulted by this line?
Yeah, of course I'm insulted by this line. It's Brew. I know you're picking the Bills to win. Yeah. And I know you're picking the Bills to win the Super Bowl. I should be insulted by the fact that the Chiefs are, for the first time in Patrick Mahomes' career, underdogs at home. Now, they are, a good thing is, in addition to being the greatest comeback team ever, they are the greatest underdog team of this era. I don't know if we can show the full screen or not.
How many times have they been?
8 times. 8 times they've been underdogs. That's what's happened. Against the spread, they've never lost.
He's only been an underdog
8 times. Yeah, it's pretty good. 28 touchdowns, 8 picks, a 116 rating.
That's
so
wild.
literally never lost against the spread and won 6 of them straight up. But I would ask you, Chris Broussard, our resident for the season Bills fan, what have the Bills done to show you that they deserve to be a field goal favorite in Arrowhead? Because that means if this game were in Buffalo, they'd be 8.5 or 9-point favorites. That's what it is. So they're on a neutral site. They're saying Buffalo's a touchdown better. On a neutral site. We really think that.
Well, look, I won't go to they will win by 8 at home. All right. But I will tell you, I agree with the line. I do think the Bills should be fair. First of all, the Chiefs lost twice at home last year. The Chiefs lost to the Cincinnati Bengals in the AFC title game at home last year.
Yeah.
The Bills have been more impressive, Nick. The Bills pounded the Super Bowl champion, the defending Super Bowl champion. Yeah, the Bills pounded the defending AFC number 1 seed. It is a thing. It is a thing. It's a fact. They were the number 1 seed. They're defending that crown right there, the Tennessee Titans. And their loss.
There's no crown.
What crown for being the number 1
seed?
It's the title.
You have to stop with that.
It's something that happened.
You got to stop with that one. We'll give you the other one. You got to stop with that one.
Their loss is worse, all right? Look, the Colts loss isn't looking as bad. Who has the best win? Isn't looking as bad.
Who has the best win?
I think that the Bills do.
No, you don't. No, you don't. The Chiefs beat the Bucs by double digits. You think
Bucs?
Hold on. Do you think the Rams are better than
the Bucs? Were averaging 17 points a game when they entered that.
Brew. Very straightforward question. Who do you think's better right now, the Bucs or the Rams? Because yesterday you told me that the
Bucs right now are better.
So the best win, the Chiefs have it. They have the same record.
They scored 31 points on that Chiefs defense.
That's a fair point.
They were averaging 17 points a game.
I agree that the Bills have a better defense. I agree with that point. The Bills right now clearly and unequivocally have a better defense. And if people think the Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes game is going to come down to which defense is better, then you know what?
Well, to some degree.
Yeah, maybe it will. We'll see. I know the playoff games have come down to which quarterback's better. And I know the playoff games, we can talk about the Chiefs losing twice at Arrowhead last year. In one of them was to the Bills. And then they played the Bills in the playoffs and they beat them. It is further evidence to me. And again, by the way, Chiefs absolutely could lose on Sunday. I'm not guaranteeing a win. They lost to the Bills in Arrowhead last year by, I think it's the biggest home loss of Mahomes' career from I think they lost by 18. It's 38-20, something like that. So it absolutely could happen. But there is typically a respect paid to a team like the Chiefs that has never been underdogs at home under Mahomes if they are playing as well offensively as they've ever played. That's what they're doing. They continue to show you that they are the best offense in football, hands down. For them to be a field goal dog at home, a little more bulletin board material.
Hey,
a little more bulletin board material.
Guard Travis Kelce. Just put somebody on Travis Kelce.
I mean, it's hard to guard the greatest pass-catching tight end ever. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.